Hello, PCSpacegoon here once again, and today we're going to be looking at the new update for Silica. This is from the 19th of May, 2023. This is version 0.7.10. The dev has been working hard, and he's been giving us about an update a week so far. We'll see if that continues. Like I stated before, he's just one guy. So if we don't always get one update a week, I'm not going to be upset. Alright though, let's dive right into this. First off, we have Dear Silica Community. That's us. A new hotfix update focusing on harvester issues and other quality of life and performance fixes has just dropped. Thank you to all the members of the community for their continued support and feedback. More updates should be coming in the near future, but for now, here's the list of all fixes and changes. Right off the bat here, we have Fixed. When strategy mode ended and restarted, clients could not select team and had to rejoin the game. Yeah, this was obviously slightly bothersome. Whenever the game server restarted, you had to leave the server, come back, or sometimes you could wait and then you could make it work, but a lot of people didn't know that, so then they end up just getting stuck in limbo. So I certainly approve of this fix. Fixed. Units were deselected when clicking on the minimap. Clearly, a very annoying thing as Commander as you're trying to zip around the map to have your units constantly getting deselected as you're trying to move them over very far distances. Thankfully, seems to work now. Fantastic. Fixed. Player unit icon remained when the player got in a vehicle. Again, very annoying thing for the Commander. You're looking for your guys, you're looking for vehicles, and suddenly there's just a lot of symbols all over the place and names, but that's not where the people actually are. So glad this is no longer a thing. It will make commanding as the humans easier. Submerged crabs are now considered concealed and cannot be targeted. This is one of those things that I think was supposed to be this way to begin with. It just didn't happen for whatever reason, so now we're good, right? You can hide as a crab. Harvester did not stop when ramp was opening. This was a problem. You'd be chasing a harvester forever. You're like, no, come back. I just want to drive you. It's very slowly driving away from you. Or it's trying to do a 100-point turn. You're trying to get the ramp down so it stops doing a 100-point turn. And you're still chasing after it. This is great. No more having to be like, Commander, please stop the harvester. I want to climb in. Of course, the ramp sometimes still throws you away from it when you're trying to climb up it the first time, but at least now you get to try again. The player list did not correctly indicate Commander in multiplayer. Yeah, I was noting this on my last hotfix update video, but now it seems to work. So, huzzah! Removed empty text input field in strategy game mode settings. I don't know what that is, so I guess I'm glad it's fixed, so I can just continue not knowing what it is. When chat window active in Commander mode, camera does not turn on Q and E. This always was a bit of a bother. You'd be trying to type to your team and the camera's just spinning in circles in the background. Glad that's fixed. Now I don't have to find north again every single time I want to type. Scoreboard enables cursor on mouse down. So what this does is it fixes the problem from last patch where you couldn't move with the map open. So now you could run, open the map, keep running, and then if you want to actually do things on the scoreboard, you can just click the mouse and you're good to go. If the HUD was hidden and cheats disabled, HUD is shown again. I think this is so you don't get stuck in some kind of weird limbo where you don't have a HUD, or it could just be a time saver thing. I'm not sure which, but in either case, probably a good thing it got fixed. AI-controlled vehicles do not get destroyed when driving near or on construction sites. Hallelujah. Now your harvester will not crash into your buildings and explode, or any of your other random AI vehicles. Definitely a good change. I certainly do approve. Pressing the mouse cursor on the scoreboard fired for infantry and vehicles. Yeah, obviously you don't want to be shooting every time you want to click on the scoreboard, so good fix. Chat could spam console when unsupported characters were used. Any console spam is not good, so nice to see that taken out of there. Chat history is no longer cleared on team change. Not sure how I feel about that. I mean, I guess it's a good thing overall because it's not like you would have just totally forgotten what it said anyway. So if you're talking in all chat or something, you can actually keep doing that. Minimap did not use correct fog texture when changing teams, leaving it white. I think I only encountered this a couple of times. I don't normally change teams in the middle, but yeah, I was weirded out by it. Well, there goes my minimap. Rip. Not being able to cancel production of units on clients. Yes, this is something else I had bumped into, and it was irritating. I like to be able to cancel units if I actually started building them. Player view cone on map was not updated if not in a unit. I'm not exactly sure when this would happen. Maybe if you're spectating or something, but in any case, another good fix. Crabs can no longer submerge on structured premises. So this is something that was happening at least a little bit. I don't know if this is a widespread thing, but it definitely was irritating as the humans. You'd have your barracks or whatever, and then suddenly there'd just be crabs burrowed in the front door. So you'd spawn in, it's just crabs! Obviously, not particularly fun to just walk out after spawning and get eaten by a crab. Main menu fade color from white to dark gray. Hallelujah, I can now sit in my dark room like a goblin and not get flashbanged. Yay, thank you, Mr. Dev, sir. I appreciate you. Scoreboard can be opened at any time. Again, I think this is probably for spectator. Scoreboard displays number of players. Also just kind of a nice little quality of life thing. Nothing crazy, but useful. Server list updated on filter changes, so now you don't have to click refresh every time you change the filter settings. I imagine this was slightly confusing for some people, but overall it's just a little bit of a time saver. Support for kicking players. Yay! Now we can finally kick those people that are just running around and being annoying, or saying less than savory things in the alt chat. Having a vote kick option is always good. Even if you have like a smaller community, there's always going to be some people that are just off their meds, I guess. It's the best way to put it. Light machine guns to the top of the harvester. So now the harvester can defend itself. We don't have those issues where the crabs climb up on top, and then you can't really get them off there very easily, and they just start eating the harvester, and then you lose in the first 3 minutes of the game. Not a fun situation, so good to see this. I don't know if the guns are going to be the permanent solution, but it works for now. Harvester ramp now opened with use. This goes right alongside the harvester stopping when you go underneath it to actually like get inside of it. Having the ramp actually open when you hit a button is also incredibly useful, clearly. Coloring of chat text by team added. Team only text chat in italics. I was mentioning this on stream before. It was very difficult to tell whether people were talking all chat or if they're talking in your team chat or what was going on. So having a way to differentiate is incredibly useful. The only issue I have right now with this is that sometimes on certain backgrounds, the colors that were chosen are kind of difficult to read. Maybe he'll have to add some kind of like shadow behind the text so you can see it against different colors, get like some outlining going on or whatever. It works for now, but there's a little bit more that could be done with it to make it easier to read in all situations. Chat highlights commander messages. Also useful. Good to know when the commander's talking, so you can be like, oh yeah, that's the guy I should be listening to specifically. 3-minute teleportation cooldown time after teleport for local player. Now this is obviously good because we're running into strats where the humans would run a little buggy out to find the aliens, or potentially the other humans, whoever they're fighting against, and then suddenly the entire team would start teleporting in nonstop. This wasn't quite so much of a problem when there were fewer players, but once you start getting into the larger player groups and you can just have like chain teleporting infinitely, guys in your face, this was very annoying to deal with. So having the teleporter being able to be used for like strategical strike situations, excellent, I'm all for it, but like those mass infantry attacks should definitely be focused more using the eventual APC units and things like that. Crabs can be instructed to submerge by assigning a stealth move order. For now. Clearly, it sounds like he's just testing this out to see if this is broken, overpowered craziness. I don't really think so, but it could get kind of weird, you know, if you had like 35 freaking crabs all hidden in a pass or something, and then tanks come driving through, you just eat them all up. We'll have to see how it actually pans out overall. I don't think I can really distinctly say right now whether this is good or bad. Removed the outer trusses on the refinery. This is once again to help the harvesters not get stuck on things. So far, I've played for a while, and the harvester appears to be driving in and out of the refinery a lot better than it was before. So definitely good change. I do like it when I actually get money when I'm playing a real-time strategy game. All right, and then we have, so keep your eyes peeled for the next update, which should be coming out soon. Like I said, I have total faith that this update's going to be coming out relatively quickly. We've been getting about one a week, and that's quite a pace, particularly for one person. So yeah, overall, quite positive on this patch. Lots of good stuff going on. Lots of quality of life stuff. There's more to go. But hey, I'm sure we will get there. And as we get there, I'm going to keep battling. So I will see you on the battlefield.